It is one of the most powerful words in the English language, in fact, in any language. And when you hear this word, you immediately think comfort, safety, family, privacy, warmth, and all of the wonderful things that we do at home. Yes, the word is home. And I think that word is not used enough by professionals who are selling high-end products and services, and particularly luxury. I think you can use home in many different ways, no matter what you sell. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 7 ways you can use home effectively in your sales process, in your marketing process, to create a better feeling with your prospect and client. Now, the first suggestion I have for you is a way that the word home was used in my life. I was looking at homes and a realtor said to me, showing me a property, imagine the parties you can have in this backyard. Imagine having your morning coffee and being able to look out at this beautiful greenery, how comfortable that will be. Imagine seeing your kids running around in the safety of this beautiful yard with their friends, and you can see, and they have plenty of room where they can enjoy. Well, that's right. The word imagine, when you pair it with home, has a powerful effect. And I believe that architects, designers, decorators, anyone involved with helping a prospect or client understand the end product, the impact, the results of their efforts, can use the word imagine to great effect. So I want you to think about how you can incorporate that word imagine in your proposals, imagine in your correspondence, imagine in your conversation, and even during negotiation when you're trying to resolve things. When things get a little tough and there's tension, you can use that word imagine to bring your prospect or client back to the point where they're thinking about the end use, the good, the result, the impact of what you are offering. Now, the second phrase that I believe you can use effectively is the phrase just like home. Now, here's how you use this phrase. Have you ever seen a restaurant refer to home style cooking? Have you ever seen someone say, wow, this reminds me of what we used to enjoy back home? Have you ever heard someone thinking about something and they reminisce and they say, oh, I miss that feeling of that home? The idea here is to draw comparisons between where someone is and where they were at some point in their life. And if those comparisons mean that you are connecting someone to good times, to nostalgia, well, you've got a winning conversation there. So just like home is a phrase that you can use in your marketing, and it will immediately help your prospect or client think about the good old days, the good environment, the time when things were simpler, slower, when they were younger, when they were carefree, when they didn't have a lot of bills to pay, and when they didn't have a lot of tensions in their life. Just like home is a very powerful phrase. Now, the third way to use home is another phrase. It's another comparison, but this time it's a comparison to what's present rather than what's past. The phrase is, you are home. Have you ever heard a doorman say, "Welcome home"? Have you ever heard someone say when they invite you into their house, "Take your shoes off, you're at home"? Have you ever seen a hotel use in its copy, "Our hotel is your home away from home"? This comparison helps an individual relax, feel at ease, and appreciate the hospitality that they might feel in a given moment. It's a wonderful way to emphasize that where they are in the current moment is a great place to be, and it is comfortable, it is safe, it is like family, there is warmth. So just like home is a phrase that you can use and have great impact when you're marketing to your prospects or clients. Let's talk about phrase number 4. And phrase number 4 is similar to our first phrase, imagine, except what we're trying to do in using this phrase in our marketing and sales efforts is to get the prospect or client to take some action and not only imagine, but make a purchase and to take the steps necessary to make it their own. Now, this phrase is take it home. So you're showing the prospect a product, they're looking at it, they're measuring it, they're looking at the color. Maybe it's some kind of device, or maybe it's a piece of furniture. You can say to the prospect, you should take it home. Take it home. Maybe it's a last minute addition to a purchase, and you say to the client, take a look at this, what do you think? And they begin to examine it. You can say to them, why don't you take that home? It's a subtle but powerful suggestion, and if you use it in your marketing and sales, I promise you it will have impact. It'll make your prospect or client think twice, and they might just take it home. Now, our fifth phrase, our fifth way of using the word home, is to help someone who's in a situation where there might be, I don't want to say discomfort, but perhaps they will be much more comfortable when they're out of it, is to say to them, you'll be home soon. So someone is very tired after a long day. They pile into a bus or a car or a plane. This is a wonderful phrase for those who are in charge of getting them home, letting them know, relax, you will be home soon. It creates anticipation. It's also a phrase that can be used when you are talking about upcoming moments that could be very enjoyable. So it's a phrase you could use, for example, like home for the holidays. What it does is it enables the person to, again, imagine a more comfortable time, a better moment, a warm moment, and perhaps relax so that they can fully anticipate that and enjoy the fact that it is happening soon. Now let's talk about phrase number 6, which is also quite powerful. Now in this phrase, you're saying directly to someone, you're going home. Now, imagine someone's in the hospital. Imagine someone is involved in a delayed flight home. Imagine the end of a very long, tedious, arduous day. You're going home is a beautiful phrase. It is one of those phrases that, expressed in the right moment, can have enormous impact. So I invite you to use that word in your arsenal Now, before I give you number 7, I want you to know that these phrases and all kinds of extensive dialogue and recommendations on how you can advance a sale, how you can work with clients more effectively, what to say and how to say it, and phrases that will accelerate the relationship and elevate the relationship are all part of my Luxury Lifestyle Advisor program. It's where I certify members in my methods in building a luxury enterprise. I'm going to leave a link down below so that you can see more about my program. And if it's a fit, you can get in touch with me and see if that's something you want to participate in. Okay, let's talk about phrase number 7. Phrase number 7 is one of the most powerful ways to actually close a sale and to get a prospect or a client to take action. It's a subtle phrase, but when you use it, your prospect or client will begin to not only imagine, not only want to take action, but they will begin to psychologically take ownership of what you have to offer. That phrase is, when you get home. Now, here's the way you use that phrase. When you get home, put this in the oven for just a few minutes on a low temperature, and you'll be ready to eat this in a moment. When you get home, see how this fits on your nightstand, to see how this looks. I know you will love it. When you get home, immediately put this in the refrigerator. I want to make sure this stays cool. You see, these phrases, take this out of the package, put this in the oven, make room in your closet, put this music on, open this, share this. These are all phrases that give the prospect ownership. And when you use these phrases, you are not asking, do you want this? Or should I ring you up? Or have you decided? You are going way beyond that and helping the person take ownership. I guess in selling, we would call it something like the assumptive close. So these 7 phrases are very powerful. Do you remember what they are? Number 1 is imagine. Number 2, just like home. Number 3, you are home. Number 4, take it home. Number 5, be home soon. Number 6, you're going home. And number 7, when you get home. Take a look at this video coming up.